Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of One Piece manga chapter 867. I think it was called Happy Birthday? Yeah, I think it was called Happy Birthday, but maybe it was Birthday Party. Either way, sorry if my hair looks a complete mess or I look a complete mess. Just got out of the shower and all, so it's sticking all straight up. But either way, I think at least a lot of people didn't take it that way, thankfully. Some people may have thought that I didn't like the chapter because my live reaction I was kinda not really very excited and kinda bummed, but one, I'm not gonna fake a reaction. I don't quite get these people that really freak out when things aren't that impressive or anything. And that's the thing, I didn't dislike the chapter. In fact, I thought it was pretty damn good. I gave it I think I've given it a pretty damn score, and I'm going to here. But it wasn't the best. There were some negatives. And overall, it's one of those things where you can't, even if it's pretty good writing, you can't really be super happy and excited about it. Because it's like watching a bunch of people get murdered and stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna, a bunch of innocent people get murdered by somebody. Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna be really super happy and positive about. But either way, let's talk about this part by part so I can give you some actual detailed stuff of what I'm thinking. I'll actually start with the cover panel because I really like this Cavendish cover. And I actually hope we see more of those two crewmates in the front, the short, weird-looking guy and the chick with the big wig. I thought that, or maybe that's actually her hair, but you know what I mean. I thought that those two look cool. Even the guys in the background were cool. So I think it'll be interesting to see a bit more of Cavendish's crew in the future. I hope we do. So at the beginning of the chapter proper, we have Big Mom breaking Yorl's sword like really quick and murdering him. Just straight murdering the guy. Caramel uses the soul salt fruit to make the fire in the village into a sun called Pandora, and now Prometheus makes sense. I brought it up a long time ago, or maybe not a long time, maybe a few weeks, where I was like, you know, I get putting her soul into stuff to make it alive, and she put her soul into some cloud to make Zeus or whatever, but then I was like, but what is Prometheus? I was like, he's a sun. Did she put her soul into a sun? Do they have multiple suns? What is this? But no, it makes sense now that it's fire. I mean, fire and sun aren't quite the same thing, but good enough. Good on him. I think it makes somewhat sense. It's okay. So Yorl then uses his last moments to call for Big Mom's execution. Caramel begs for mercy while Hyrodine cries for vengeance, and Yorl eventually spares them. So then the Lamb's house has to move elsewhere. Caramel meets with CP0. We find out that John Giant actually came from her. It was really cool to see that all playing in together. And apparently every 2 years she sells a kid to the world government, and that's basically her deal. She's making money by selling orphans to the world government because they can't be tracked if they're used as spies. And Big Mom is going to be her final and greatest sale. But the thing is, whenever somebody says, oh, this will be my last whatever, you know that shit ain't going right. So, apparently she's called the Mountain Witch, we found out as well. That's sort of her epithet. But we have Big Mom's 6th birthday, and there's Croquembouche there. That's mentioned again. And basically, you know the one SpongeBob scene where they're like, once there was an ugly barnacle, and he was so ugly, everyone died. That's kind of how this is. There once was a Big Mom, and she was so fat and stupid that she accidentally ate everyone without realizing, while they're all screaming in pain and she's eating human beings, that she ate them. Yeah, basically there was a Big Mom so stupid that she accidentally ate everyone. So yeah, I actually thought this chapter, that was a very quick rundown, but I thought the story was good, but Big Mom is just so hateable and disgusting because she's really, sincerely, one of the few bad people we've had as villains. I mean, I guess Arlong was a pretty terrible person, as was Crocodile in a way. Lots of bad people, but she's the first, like, completely irredeemable one, I think. Because usually with villains these days, because it sells, it's marketable, you have a villain that people can sympathize with, or say, even if they're evil, even if they're terrible, they're so cunning or smart or or like not necessarily strong in that sort of way, but they're so cunning or smart that even though they're doing evil stuff, you can't help but be like, okay, I kind of respect their ability. They're a bad person, and I want to see the good guys defeat them, but I kind of respect their ability. Whereas with Big Mom, her entire thing right now is that she's so obese that she just eats everything, so greedy that she will eat it all and doesn't care about people in the way, and so stupid that she will accidentally eat people and forget about it. That's pretty much, she's so fat and stupid. Like, again, I hate saying that. Like, I have to remind myself, okay, it's a fictional character. You're allowed to say that they're fat and stupid. You're not hurting anyone's feelings. It's a fake character. But I don't know any other way to put it other than that she is so fat and stupid that she actually eats people by mistake. Also, we get actually a really good reveal through that apparently cannibalizing a devil fruit user gives you their devil fruit. I guess it makes sense, honestly. You're eating the vessel of the fruit's devil or whatever it would be. But that is quite odd. So yeah, cannibalism gives you devil fruit powers. Didn't think we'd actually see it happening, but it happens. Also, when it comes to her memories, I'm seeing a lot of people saying maybe this isn't how it happened. Maybe Pudding altered her memories. What I think of that happening, I don't think it's manipulation, because Oda's trying to write Pudding as sort of sympathetic. We see where she's coming from. Like, Big Mom is the non-sympathetic, we need to hate her and have the good guys defeat her villain. Pudding is more the villain that's sympathetic, and we understand where she's coming from and all that, with her being bullied, but she's still done some pretty terrible things, and Oda's trying to build her as someone who can be saved, as we see by Sanji trying to save her. So, if Oda's trying to make her sympathetic, it could, again, be a twist. If Pudding is going to be sympathetic, then Big Mom's totally evil. This is kind of going to have to be correct with her memories, but it could be Pudding manipulation if Pudding is going to turn out to be truly, sincerely the big bad, which I think would be great. I think it'd be great if Big Mom was evil because she was manipulated by Pudding, and Pudding isn't savable and redeemable, and she's just this really bad person who's manipulated Big Mom the whole time. I think that would work. But if they are making Pudding savable by Sanji, then no, this is how the memories go. But I do think she could have had Pudding alter them a little bit, and she could have, not that Pudding did it, but she could have had Pudding do it. Like, say originally she remembered eating all of her friends, eating her mother, I guess, Mother Caramel. Imagine she remembered that. Well, maybe as an adult, she has a daughter. The daughter gets the memory memo no mi, I think it was. Her daughter gets that, so maybe she's like, okay, Pudding, take out the parts of my memory or I'm eating my mother and siblings. That would be preferable, please. So it's always possible that she could have had the traumatic parts of her past taken out, and maybe she was actually sold in. Yeah, maybe they actually survived. Maybe she was actually sold into slavery to the world government or whatever, but she had Pudding remove that and put this ending in there instead, so that it ends on this happy birthday thing and then they're all just gone. Maybe that's a less bad memory to her than her being sold off into slavery. So either way, I think that's possible as well. There are a lot of possibilities here. Like, that's the thing with Pudding's ability, is like, I really hope Oda makes more use of it, because it's such a crazy ability that has so much plot potential. So there's a lot that could be done here with Pudding's ability. So yeah, chapter as a whole, I thought it was actually pretty good, but certainly not the best. But I'm giving it actually a damn good score, and I think rereading it, it's maybe grown on me a little bit, so I think it deserves a score. I'm giving it 8 cannibal birthday parties out of 10. 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like it, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it and all that. Follow on Twitter if you want to, follow on Twitter. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. Talk to you there if you want. Also subscribe for more One Piece, both anime and manga if you want to, and I'll try to keep up with the weekly uploads with them. I have for over a year now. Why am I even saying that? but also tons of other anime and manga on the channel you could check out. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.